World War I did not begin because one man was assassinated. It began because Europe was already unstable, divided, armed, and waiting for a crisis. By 1914, Europe had experienced nearly a century without a major continental war since 1815. But that peace was fragile. Under the surface, tensions were building. There were four major long-term causes, often summarized as MAI. In militarism, alliances, imperialism, nationalism. Let's break that down properly. Militarism meant European powers were expanding and modernizing their armies and navies. Germany had built a powerful army and was rapidly expanding its navy to challenge Britain. Britain responded by building more dreadnought battleships. An arms race had begun. Military leaders were gaining influence in government. War planning became detailed and rigid. Timetables were created that required rapid mobilization. Once those plans were triggered, it became difficult to stop them. Next, alliances. By 1914, Europe was divided into two major blocs. The Triple Alliance, Germany, Austria-Hungary, and Italy. The Triple Entente, France, Russia, and Britain. These alliances were defensive in theory. In practice, they created a situation where a conflict between two countries could rapidly involve many more than imperialism. European powers competed for colonies in Africa and Asia. These rivalries created suspicion and hostility. Germany felt it had been left behind in the colonial race and resented British and French dominance. Finally, nationalism. Nationalism meant pride in one's country, but it also meant ethnic groups inside empires wanted independence. Nowhere was this more dangerous than in the Balkans. The Ottoman Empire was weakening. Austria-Hungary controlled multiple ethnic groups. Serbia wanted to unite Slavic peoples into a larger state. Russia supported Serbia because it saw itself as protector of Slavic nations. By 1914, the Balkans were often described as the powder keg of Europe. All that was missing was a spark. On the 28th of June 1914, Archduke Franz Ferdinand, heir to the Austro-Hungarian throne, visited Sarajevo in Bosnia. Bosnia had been annexed by Austria-Hungary in 1908, angering Serbian nationalists. A group called the Black Hands supported radical action against Austrian control. One of the conspirators was Gavrilo Princip, a 19-year-old Bosnian Serb. Earlier that day, a bomb was thrown at the Archduke's car but failed to kill him. Later, in a remarkable twist of events, the driver took a wrong turn. The car stopped near Princip. Princip fired 2 shots. Franz Ferdinand and his wife Sophie were killed, but here's the key point. Assassinations had happened before in Europe. They had not caused world wars. So why did this one? Austria-Hungary blamed Serbia and saw this as an opportunity to crush Serbian nationalism. On the 23rd of July, 1914, Austria-Hungary issued an ultimatum to Serbia with 10 harsh demands. Serbia accepted most, but not all. That was enough. On the 28th of July, 1914, Austria-Hungary declared war on Serbia. Now the alliance system began to activate. Russia mobilized to support Serbia. Germany, allied with Austria-Hungary, declared war on Russia on the 1st of August. 2 days later, Germany declared war on France. And then Germany invaded Belgium to execute its war plan. That single move changed everything. Germany feared a two-front war. France to the west, Russia to the east. To avoid fighting both at once, Germany had developed the Schlieffen Plan years earlier. The plan was simple in theory. Defeat France quickly by sweeping through neutral Belgium, then turn east to face slow-mobilizing Russia. But there was a problem. Belgium was neutral, and Britain had guaranteed Belgian neutrality in 1839 when Germany invaded. Belgium on the 4th of August 1914, Britain declared war on Germany. Now the conflict was no longer regional. It involved Europe's strongest naval power and its vast empire. Within weeks, Germany, Austria-Hungary, and the Ottoman Empire were aligned against Britain, France, Russia, and eventually many more. What had started as a Balkan crisis became a continental war. The rigid military timetables made diplomacy almost impossible. Mobilization was seen as an act of war. Leaders feared that delay meant defeat. The war plans created a use it or lose it mentality. This is why historians often argue that the system itself made war more likely once the crisis began. And here's another key insight. Many leaders believed the war would be short. They were wrong. By late 1914, trench warfare had developed on the Western Front.